her husband, Solomon Mwangi, the principal of Kiru Boys High School, between November 6th and 11th, 2016. Now, the mother of three is the former headmistress of Hikashiri Secondary School in Kiambu, and also convicted was one of the three men, that is Isaac Nganga alias Gikoyo. Ibrahim Karanja has been following up on this story from the courtrooms. Ibrahim Karanja, this is a developing story, 30 years for Jen Muthoni.
Yes, Brenda, it is almost over in this particular case if the convicted persons do not appeal in the next 14 days. That is Jen Muthoni, the former principal of Ishashiri Girls Secondary School, that is in Gatondo, Kiambu County, and the co-accused Isaac Nganga, alias Gikoyo. They have today, this morning, been sentenced to 30 years in prison by Justice Professor Joel Ngugi here in Nakuru, a judgment or a sentencing that brings to the end the case that has been there for about 5 years, since November 6th, 2016, and now the 3rd of June, 2021, and the case is over. The judge, while giving this particular sentence, has said that he has considered several things, among them that the two accused are first offenders, and secondly, that despite them being first offenders, that they have also, aside from being first offenders, they have spent some time also in that particular, while in remand. Also, other things that the judge has considered is that the deceased, that is the principal of Kiru Boys High School, during that particular murder, there was intent for murder. Remember, this is something, like we said, started in early 2016, so there was that intention to murder from as early as 2016. And during the date of the murder, the deceased was not only stupefied, but strangled 2 times before his body was left in a thicket, perhaps, just to quote the judge, never to be found again. So yes, it is 30 years for the two suspects. And let me bring in Julius again, Julius Sepkoni, very briefly this time, to tell us what he makes out of this judgment or this sentencing. Julius, thank you again for staying with us. You have followed the case. It's now over. What do you make out of this sentencing now?
From the sentence that has just been read and by Justice Professor Joel Ngugi, he said that a custodial sentence. Remember, during the sentencing hearing on May 18th, the Muthoni, and Gikoyo, that is Isaac Nganga, wanted to be sentenced to a non-custodial sentence. But in this case, the judge noted that a custodial sentence, and in that case, a stiff one, is merited. And the judge, having found that, said that the two will have to serve 30 years each in prison. But what came out from their lawyer, that is Francis Njanja, is that he said that they be supplied with the judgments and the copies of the proceedings because they intend to appeal that sentence.
They intend to appeal. And kindly bring our viewers, this is the last question, the 30 years, do they start today, or is it something that has been backdated?
Now, from the sentence that has just been read, that Jen Muthoni will have to start her sentence from November 2016, and Isaac Nganga will start his sentence from December 2016.
So yes. It has been backdated. Thank you so much, Julius. Thank you. It has also been a long case for you, and finally you have witnessed its conclusion, and unless they appeal at the Court of Appeal. But yes, you have heard it. The 30-year sentence for the two accused for Jen Muthoni will be starting on the 22nd of November 2016, that is 5 years ago. While for Isaac Nganga, it starts on the 28th of December 2016. These are the dates where the two were actually placed in custody. So just to look at that time, we can already say they have served 5 years already. They have 25 years more to go. But as we can say, Brenda, right now, unless there is an appeal, it is over in this 5-year-old case that started back in November 7th, 2016, when principal of Kiru Boys High School failed to go pick KCSE exam papers, only for his body to be found in a thicket in Karakuta Coffee Estate in Juja on the 14th day of November that year. Brenda.
Right, Ibrahim Karanja, thank you so much. After all, after 5 years, justice has been served. 30 years for Jen Muthoni. A developing story right there. Continue giving you more updates. Wait to see whether they'll appeal or not. But then Embu Governor Martin Wambora locked horns with members of the Senate Health Committee after he made claims that the Council of Governors had written to the Auditor General requesting for a stop in auditing of COVID-19 funds. The governor, who doubles up as the chairperson of the Council of Governors, was at pains to explain to members of the committee on why the council would take such a stand when taxpayers' funds were in question, with some members terming it as an attempt to pass the buck.
Chairman, we had a COG meeting last week, and we told the Auditor General not to continue with the exercise of auditing issues of COVID because we are very, very busy with the Senate, and that letter was delivered. And we are very concerned when they are trying to send auditors to audit the COVID, which has been audited by 3 teams: Auditor General, National Treasury Audit, and there was a special audit by Minister of Health. And we told them to now make sure things are, they should now, because we concentrate on the Senate hearings. Thank you.
The Auditor General did not move sumo motu. The Auditor General was directed by this committee to be able to carry out the audit. So I think it would be wrong for the Council of Governors to purport to have the mandate of oversight. This is a mandate which is a preview of the Senate, and the Senate is the one which directed.
Unfortunately, and Governor Wambora knows better than I think what he's saying. Or when people become chairman of Council of Governors, they forget what their responsibilities are. I think that is wrong, and the county, the governor cannot and should not even bother stating that, and that's not their business. The Auditor General, if what the governor is saying is true, and the Auditor General is acting on behalf of the Council of Governors, then Mr. Sumaili should tell us that, or whoever courier. I think we should summon the Auditor General and inquire, is this reason enough? And the governors cannot be purporting to be interfering with the job of any other institution. And that's, by the way, even if it's out of this, and I think this is, that's what they're doing right now, something which is not their business.
All right, indeed, it was a heated debate right there. Council of Governors saying do not audit the COVID-19 funds. Senators calling for accountability from the county bosses, the 47 county bosses. Now, a short commercial break.